I've been working at Nottingham for, this is my 7th year. I've been working in the Hamilton Township School District for, this is going on my 19th year. Did I ever think I'd have an important role like being principal? You know, I started out teaching. I love teaching. I love working with kids. I taught at Steiner for 10 years. You know, I substitute taught before that in all the schools in the district. I love teaching. So when I first started, no, I didn't think anything about being a principal or even any type of an administrator. As I went along in my career, the idea that I could affect kids in a different way from a different perspective is what kind of got me interested into the idea of becoming a school administrator. So yeah, I guess there's two answers to that. When I first started teaching, no, I had no thoughts about being an administrator, no thoughts of being a principal. But then as I continued, you know, you try to see the different ways in which you can affect kids' lives, and I feel like as the principal, I get to do that in a different way than I did when I was teaching. But I love it. My favorite thing about being the principal, my favorite thing about this job is probably, I'd still say, I think it still goes back to when I was a teacher. It's the interaction with the students. Like doing things like this, for example, is great for me. I like to go to all the events. You know, the talent show was great. The sporting events, all the sporting events. I like to be out there. I like to be with the kids. I like to interact with the students. I think that, for me, is the best part of this job. And I think if you're not, if you don't like that part of the job, then being in education is not the thing for you. The hardest thing about this job, I would say, is there's so many different things to deal with on a daily basis, like different directions that your day could go in. You know, you walk in the door first thing in the morning with a plan of how the day is going to go, and then within minutes that changes because 16 million other things pop up. As the principal, you know, you're dealing with facilities-related issues, you're dealing with disciplinary issues, you're dealing with, you know, teacher issues, so things do change, which is another thing that I really like about the job, because it's different every day. You never really know what you're walking into, and for me that's great, but it also makes it difficult. The thing that inspires me to keep on doing my job as principal is, you know, you make these connections with students, and then you get to see them come back and talk to you, and then they realize that some of the words that you spoke to them when they were in your office, now maybe they didn't realize how much they meant at the time, but when now they come back, they appreciate it, and when they tell me about that, you know, I feel like, yeah, maybe I did make a difference in somebody's life. Maybe the things that I said, and I didn't know at the time that they meant anything, but now it maybe helps somebody along in life. For me, I think that is the thing that keeps me going in this job. Again, also, when you're dealing with the teacher, same thing. If I can mentor a young teacher and give them some pointers and help them, you know, go on to be great teachers, that's another thing. I like to positively affect the school. And I mean, I love Nottingham, so this is a great place to be, and this is a great job to have here in the Hamilton Township School District. My idea of an ideal student is someone that I think is respectful, someone that shows consistently that they work hard, someone who doesn't give up, they persevere. There are times where all of us go through things that are tough in our lives, and the students that I see that work through those times and come out successful on the other end, to me, that's my idea of the ideal student. Dealing with anybody who is having some sort of behavioral issue, I think issues in general, I think as people, we need to deal with each other in a respectful way. So for me, I feel like rather than yelling and screaming like a lunatic at somebody, I don't think that's as effective as having a conversation, showing that person that you respect them, and that by doing that you expect to get respect back. I think that models the behavior that I want from all students, and I think that dealing with a student with a behavioral issue in that way is much more effective than trying to, you know, rip them apart verbally, because I just don't think that works. I don't think that you get that lasting effect from the conversation that you have with the student. If you're respectful and you have a good conversation, to me, it seems like those conversations are a little bit more meaningful for the student. This is a tough one. What would I be doing with my life if I were not here, working as a principal? I mean, like a dream job? You know, I'd be playing for the Yankees, center field, you know, hitting third, and that's what I'd be doing. That's a dream job. Obviously, I don't think I have the skills. I don't possess the skills to do that. But if we're talking about what if that was my dream, that would be my dream job. Center field for the New York Yankees. How am I outside of school? I have 3 kids and my wife, so I spend a lot of time with them. They are in all different activities. My boys, one's playing soccer, one's playing baseball in the fall. They're both going to start basketball in the wintertime. My daughter dances, and she does this elite dance thing, which is crazy. They're traveling all over the place. So I spend a lot of time being a dad and a husband, and I just try to relax and enjoy myself. My message to all the Northstars out there, you know, I'm proud to be your principal. I love this school. I believe in this school. I think we have a great thing going here. You know, I always want you to remember though, when you're out in the community and we're wearing our Northstar gear, we are representing Nottingham High School. So, you know, let's always remember to be respectful and be appropriate, and you know, spread the good word about what a great place this is, because it is the best. We're the best. That's it. Love y'all.